Hi, and welcome to Pat Baer's Anime Club, an ongoing video series where I, Pat Baer, take a look at something from the world of anime that I want to chat with you about every other week. And this time around, I am going to be attempting to answer a very subjective question. Have the Anime Awards ever gotten it right? Crunchyroll's Anime Awards, the 8th year is fastly approaching of the awards, and they have Anime of the Year. And I was starting to think about that as I looked at this year's nominations and realized there's no way they're going to get it right, in my opinion. Well, have they ever gotten it right before? And let's talk about that, and I'll explain a little bit about the numbering and what can be nominated and all that in a second here. But let's just bring this up. And in fact, let me swap over here to make it a little easier for us to look at what we're talking about here. Here we go. Okay, so the nominees for the 2024 Anime of the Year are Oshi no Ko, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Bocchi the Rock, Demon Slayer, the Swordsmith Village arc, and Vinland Saga Season 2. So, some things to say before we get into why I think that there will not be the right winner this year no matter what. 2024 Anime Awards, the 8th annual, covers 2023. Specifically, the winter, spring, and summer seasons. So not the fall season, not the fourth quarter of the year as far as seasonal anime goes. And it doesn't, so it doesn't include stuff that just came out in October, November, December, that range. And it also includes that fall season from the previous year. So Bocchi the Rock came out in the fall 2020 season, so it's eligible for Anime of the Year for this year, 2024, which covers 2023 and a little bit of 2022. And that's how they do it. And so you look at this 6 and you think, okay, Pat, yeah, Oshi no Ko was great. Chainsaw Man was great. Jujutsu Kaisen is a little hit or miss, but the highs are so high. Demon Slayer is always good. Vinland Saga, people that loved the first season maybe didn't love parts of it, but maybe they came around to it. Bocchi the Rock rules. It's so much better than its original source material in many, many ways. It's like transformative in that way. This is a great crop, Pat. What are you talking about? Well, Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury is not nominated and therefore can't win. And that's the best anime of 2023, according to me. Because this is going to be my opinion. This is an opinion video. And in the comments below, you can call me out for my opinions if you think they're wrong or if you support them. So, 2024, the 8th annual, is going to get it wrong. There is no way it won't get it wrong because Witch from Mercury cannot win Anime of the Year. So it's bogus. Let's switch back over to this proper view here so you can see more of me and less up here. So if that's just wrong, it got me to thinking, what else? What years did they get it right? There are 7 other years. They're already going to get the 8th year wrong. But what about the other years? Let's investigate, shall we? So I did research, I guess. I don't know, more than I have in some instances. And I've compiled a list of all of the winners and the nominees. And then I thought about what missed out on nomination, what should have won, and were any shows that should have won not even fucking nominated. And let's get into it right now. We're going to start with 2023, which of course is the 2022 and a little bit of 2021. Cyberpunk Edge Runners won, and the other nominees were Demon Slayer, the Entertainment District arc, Attack on Titan, Final Season Part 2, Licorice Recoil, Ranking of Kings, and Spy Family. So, perfect, right? Cyberpunk Edge Runners is great. And it is. But, in my opinion, Spy Family should have won. Because Spy Family, the second half certainly has some high highs, but the first half is just great. It's a wonderful introduction. It's funny. It's action-packed. It's cool as hell. I think Spy Family is the full package where Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I feel like, was cool in the moment, but isn't going to resonate long term. So in my subjective opinion, they got it wrong. It's wrong. Should be Spy Family. And why is there an asterisk? Well, that's because My personal favorite anime of 2023 or 2022, because this is the 2023 awards about the 2022. It's confusing. Wasn't eligible because it came out in the fall of 2022, which is the first half of Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury. And some people were like, "Oh, don't worry, Pat. It's going to get double nominated. It's going to get nominated because both will be eligible for the 2024." That didn't happen, so that's why there's an asterisk. I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to stick with theirs. But my 2022 anime of the year was Witch from Mercury, and my runner-up was Spy Family. That's why it won that. All right, let's dive even further back. We're going to go 2022. The winner was Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1. People love Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1. It defeated 86, Jujutsu Kaisen Core 2, that's important, Odd Taxi, Ranking of Kings, and Sunny Boy. Now, of those that were nominated, I personally don't think Attack on Titan should have won. But that doesn't even really matter because the missed noms were Super Cub, which should have been nominated and probably shouldn't have won. But the winner, for me, is Laid Back Camp Season 2. That's the best anime of 2021 that should have won. Laid Back Camp Season 2 is more of Laid Back Camp plus some other fun stuff, New Dimensions, and Initial D reference that whips ass. It's so fun. There are consequences for actions. There are minor characters that get to do way more. There's all the stuff you love about Laid Back Camp, all kinds of camping. It's top tier. Whereas Attack on Titan, the Final Season Part 1, is also like part of my larger issue with Attack on Titan saying Final Season Part 1 is that took 3-4 years to do. Come on. I also would make the case that Jujutsu Kaisen Core 2 is stronger than Jujutsu Kaisen Core 1, which won for 2021. Again, very strong series. Love Jujutsu Kaisen, but I think Core 2 was way stronger than Core 1, so I don't know if Core 1 should have been the winner for 2021, of course, about the 2020 season, with the other nominees being Dorohedoro, Great Pretender, Apara Ranman, Beastars, which I could totally understand why a lot of people were sad that Beastars didn't win, but also nominated, didn't win, but is my anime of 2020, so it should have won the 2021 awards. Keep Your Hands Off Aizakin. It's Keep Your Hands Off Aizakin, a love letter to anime that, while fantastic in manga form, really shines in anime. It is gorgeous and funny and weird and imaginative and everything we love about anime. I personally, you know this by what has been my winners. I do like action, don't get me wrong, but I like action in the midst of there's a character that understands why they shouldn't love giant robots but can't help but love giant robots. It's my anime of the year and it should have won. The 2020 winner was Demon Slayer Season 1 for 19, which beat out Carol and Tuesday, Mob Psycho 100 Season 2, Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, and The Promised Neverland, and Vinland Saga. Sorry, I had to scroll there. Now, Fruits Basket and Kaguya-sama Love is War should have been nominated. I don't think either should have won, and I also don't think that Demon Slayer should have won. I think it should have been Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. Pardon me. Which is great from the jump. It is an excellent season. It is picking right up where they left off. So much heart, so much beautiful animation, and like great music all throughout. And Demon Slayer is rad. I do love Demon Slayer. But you may remember Demon Slayer Season 1 being very slow and not that popular. Demon Slayer, maybe you do want to reward this for the knocks I'm giving it, which is that it took a very long time before people were like, wait, Demon Slayer rules? What? Like, it was episode 18 or 19 that swept not just America, but also Japan, which fell in love with Demon Slayer. It built, which you don't see. You actually generally see the opposite, which is start strong and then kind of trail off, and then maybe Season 2 people go back to reappreciate Season 1. especially in a double length. But Demon Slayer overcame that. But to me, it's not as strong as Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. And you also could make a case, again, this is subjective, so, that Promised Neverland, in hindsight, should have won because Season 2 makes Season 1 even better. And again, that's not a series that I will ever complete. I have watched like 3 episodes of Promised Neverland. It's just Children in Peril is not my deal. More on that in a moment or two. It'll be a couple moments before we get to that. Let's look at the 2019 awards, which were of course, for 2018 and a little bit of 2017. Devilman Crybaby won. Another Science Sorrow. A win for Science Sorrow. Devilman Crybaby came up against A Place Further Than the Universe, Hinamatsuri, Megalobox, Valiant Evergarden, and Zombieland Saga. Now, I love Zombieland Saga, a guy that doesn't particularly love Idol series, but it's got so much heart. The music is great. It's so varied. It's so weird and strange and has so much heart, but it's Devilman Crybaby. It's gorgeous in its sadness, and it is a awesome reimagining, reinterpretation, honest tribute to Devilman. And it's the best show. They got it right. This is the first time, as we're going back in time, where I'm like, this is the correct choice. You could make a case for Valiant Evergarden, and I would listen to that case. But for me, anyway, they got it right. What about 2018? Made in Abyss. Hey, remember Children in Peril? Oh, man, I'm very sad right now just looking at this photo of Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss won Anime of the Year, beating out Descending Stories, Season 2, Land of the Lustrous, Little Witch Academia, March Comes In Like a Lion, Season 2, and My Hero Academia, Season 2. Heavy hitters, lots of Season 2s here. We got 3 Season 2s. I think this is the right choice. I think in 2018, looking at 2017, Made in Abyss was brilliant and depressing and gorgeous. And it makes sense that it won. I would say maybe instead of Land of the Lustrous has never really done it for me. So maybe instead of Land of the Lustrous, you nominate Girls Last Tour. Maybe you nominate... there was something else that year that was solid, and I thought maybe it would get a nomination. I don't remember. It's not Slime. Slime is around this time. I think Reincarnated Slime is maybe another year. Dragon Maid. Dragon Maid is good, but I don't think it gets nominated. But maybe Girls Last Tour gets nominated. I don't know. Made in Abyss. That's the winner. That's the winner. And then the first anime awards, 2017, looking at 2016, Yuri on Ice won. And Yuri on Ice beats Descending Stories, Season 1, Erased, Joker Game, Iron Fortress, I never say this name right, Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress, Mob Psycho 100, Season 1, My Hero Academia, Season 1, and ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, Season 1. All some really great shows. My Hero Academia especially, which again also did take a little while to really ramp up internationally. Mob Psycho, I think, hit from the very beginning because people were like, oh, I get this. I like this guy. I like this world. This is fun. But it's Yuri on Ice. It is Yuri on Ice. Now, should have been nominated, Your Name. And you could make the case that the movie Your Name, which we haven't seen really movies in here, but Your Name could have and should have been nominated for Anime of the Year. And but it's Yuri on Ice. It's gorgeous. It's a once in a decade anime. It's when people were going to talk about anime from 2010 to 2020, Yuri on Ice is in the conversation, if not the lead of the conversation. It's My Hero Academia. It's Attack on Titan, of course. But it's also Yuri on Ice. They got it right. So let's do the math, everybody. Have the Anime Awards ever gotten it right? Yeah, the first 3 years. The first 3 out of 7 Anime Awards are correct. The last 4 are wrong. And honestly, the last 5, because as we said, my beginning thesis here, the reason that led to this video, where I'm not delving into a subgenre or a topic. I'm just getting into nitty gritty here. I have, a lot of information written out here in a spreadsheet. Have the Anime Awards ever gotten it right? First 3 years, yes. Last 4 years, no. This year, no. I, of course, will cover it. The Anime Awards are coming out in March, and so the video closest to that results I will go through. We'll talk about the categories. We'll talk about who got snubbed. We'll talk about the surprises. We'll go through the other countries that won for best voice actors, so we can find out what shows are being dubbed in various languages, which I love. But we know, you, me, and the wall, we're aware that Witcher Mercury is the best show of 2023, so it should have won the 2024 Anime Awards, because Witcher Mercury Part 1 came out in 2022 in the fall, and Part 2 came out in 2023 proper, so it counts for you can look at both cores or one long thing if you want to do. It is the top. It's the tippy top. So 3 out of 5. 3 out of 7 right now. 3 out of 8 total. 3 and 5. You got the math. Boy, I want to hear from you though in the comments below. Do you agree with any of these things I think, or even about 2024? What's your favorite anime of 2017? Was it Mob Psycho 100 or My Hero Academia and not Yuri on Ice? Let me know in the comments. If you have ideas for future videos, please let me know. Maybe can I preview? How much time am I going here? Oh yeah, I can preview. I got a minute or two. I don't know if it's going to be the next one, because this video is minorly haunting me, this next topic, but I'll at least tell you, at some point in the future, I want to talk about good live action adaptations. There are, I have been pleasantly surprised by some good anime live action shows, and there are plenty out there. And of course, there are some that I have never seen, and I am trying to track down a few of those legally so I can further tell you about them. And we'll see. We'll see what I can say. That video is coming out at some point. Will it be the next one? I don't know, because like I said, I'm trying to watch a bunch of stuff I haven't yet. It's a good excuse to find those things, especially legally. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. I'll see you in the next one where I talk about more anime. Goodbye.